Okay, I am gonna call the meeting to order since it is 5 p.m. I'm Caitlin Halpert. I'm Vice Chair of the Development Review Board. We'll go through the items on the agenda in the order in which they appear. Any of the communications we have received are posted. Let's get those agenda items.
Yeah, let's do it. Keep going.
So the first item on the agenda is BP 26-54 49 Paris. Do we have the applicant here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Sure. Sure. So this item was marked on our consent agenda item. Is anyone here besides the applicant who wants to speak on this application? Online? No? Nope. You had a chance to look at staff findings and report? Any concerns, any questions? Right, all those, I move that we approve ZP 2654 49 Henderson Terrace, adopt staff's findings and recommendations. Second, all those in favor? All right. Thank you. Right. We have, next one is 5 Crescent Road, Jane Dunbar. Thank you. On up. Establish a bakery home occupation.
Correct.
You violate the first rule for bakery home applications. We'd like to see
You know, I almost did that, but I didn't want to seem like I was
Like,
missing you and I'm.
no, but the planning commission has not yet installed that as a change.
Oh, okay, very good. Good to know.
So this also was marked on our consent agenda item. Does anybody here opposed to treating it as a consent agenda item? Anybody online? Anybody online? Anybody wants to speak on this application? All right, I move that we approve the app. Did you get a chance to look at the staff report?
I did.
Any questions or concerns? I'll move that on CP 2642 5 Crescent Road. The application, staff's findings and recommendations. Second. All right.
Great, thank you so much.
What are you baking?
Donuts. Oh. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Next application, 7274 Cedar Street. You have those applicants here. Exactly the same way as the last one. This is marked on our consent agenda item. Anybody object to treating it as consent? Anybody here to speak on this application? Nope. You got a chance to look at staff report? Any concerns or questions? All right, that we approve ZP 25615 7274 Cedar Street. All those in favor? I mean, second?
Second.
Yeah, second, pick somebody. Okay, there we go. All those in favor? All right, thank you. Pottery, you should have brought the pottery too. Is that all the agenda item? No. That's all. 125 Lakeside. So this is final plat approval, correct? Yeah. And we just saw this for preliminary plat, didn't we? Correct. Let's first do this. This is a hearing. Raise your right hand. Swear the testimony you're about to give is true and correct and contains a penalty of perjury. Yeah. Anyone else here to speak on this application? Great. So any notable changes since preliminary? Anybody have any questions? All right, it's easy. I'm gonna do it a little differently. On VP 2669. question, I move that we approve the application. There are no staff's findings and recommendations for final plat, is that right?
There are.
They're not coming up on my list. Oh, I see it. And we approved, sorry, it wasn't loading. We approved the staff comments and recommendations.
Right.
Caitlin seconds. All those in favor? All right, okay, there you go.
Must be spring.
We went through it extensively during preliminary plat and sketch plans, so let's keep rolling. What's your 451 Appletree point?
Unfortunately, yes.
Why unfortunately?
We'll see.
Okay. So this, can I get anyone who wants to speak on this application, raise their right hand? You swear their testimony you're about to give is true and correct under the pains and penalties of perjury. Snooze you lose.
That's item already.
Way to do it. So. You are seeking approval for reconstruction and extension of stone seawall and related tree clearing along the lakeshore, correct?
After that.
Why don't you walk us through what you want us to report?
We replaced the existing seawall because it was faulty and we extended the remainder of the lakefront with the seawall. We replaced the stairs that were, I don't know what we call them, decoupled, they were also faulty. We replaced the stairs down to the lake. There was a old house or a garage or something of some sort, so there was
Concrete.
like a concrete foundation that was there. We turned that into a bluestone patio, and then we added another like maybe like a 10 by 10 bluestone patio back, as well as took down some dead and dying trees.
Who made these two? Lots of years ago. Okay. Questions from the DRB?
The staff report mentions a second west patio that's impermissible because of its encroachment into the area. I didn't see a removal or any differences between the revised and project plans. Is that impermissible patio from an earlier?
The one that's the foundation one that was there already. We added the small one say to this to the south of that. We added that one.
Okay, so it used to be a much larger area.
No,
Okay.
no, we added another 10 by 10.
That was the only problem pointed out in the staff report, the DRB. There used to be a boathouse there, so when this property was redeveloped. There was a retention of the existing nonconformity in the lakeshore setback. But they actually reduced the level of nonconformity by proposing that area be converted to green space. Turns out it wasn't. But the principle of retaining that nonconformity still applies. So they can retain all but I think it's 11 square feet of the patio where the boathouse was. Needs to go. But the applicant is requesting approval to keep it. And it needs to go just because it's an additional project in the lakeshore setback.
So when your staff report recommends certificate of appropriateness approval, that's subject to the removal of that other patio. Is that a set forth condition? We include that. Yeah, okay. How do you all feel about that removal as addition that's acceptable to you?
I would love to not have to remove it if at all possible. We are expanding the amount of low zone to match, so we're putting in a lot more trees and shrubs and all of those things along the border. I would love to be able to keep the patio. I know that we paid to have it installed, that this is not covered with dirt, but
I don't believe we have a waiver ability for that, do we? For setback. That be married to. And the conservation board was its approval with the patio removed. Or they're not within there.
They focus more on the tree removal and the mitigation. Well, that one's.
So you're installing some new trees and doing a low zone.
correct.
Any questions from the board? Over here. Anybody
Yeah,
else?
this is Miles. I guess my one question for the applicant is, have they already removed the pea stone, the river rock, whatever we're calling it? Or are you waiting for this decision before you start that? And we'll be doing it after this decision.
No, when the decision was requested for me to remove that, there was snow all over everything. So right now we're just
Okay.
waiting for spring to finally arrive and
Okay,
begin the process.
right. So the plan is to remove that stone and then replant the grass with the lomo and the other shrubs shown on the plan.
Correct.
Okay.
Evan?
Yep.
You good? You got any questions?
No additional questions.
Anyone, no one online to speak on this?
We have Sharon Busher. Sharon, if you want to speak, raise your hand, otherwise. Don't. No hand going up, AJ.
All right. If you want to say anything else, we appreciate the application. I'll close the hearing and probably just deliberate on it briefly.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Recording stopped.
Personal best.
Closed one.
All right.
Just something to do. And Joe, this motion's yours.
That you were here.
You guys ready for a
Ready?
motion?
Yeah.
Recording in progress.
On ZP 25-378 for P1 Appletree Point Road. I move that we adopt staff's findings and conditions and as conditions.
Second.
Caleb seconds again. All those in favor? Done.